During a medical emergency, would you go to a traditional emergency room where the wait time can take hours sometimes? Or have you thought about going to one of those freestanding emergency rooms? If you think that's not an option, Dr. Bob Phelan with Preston Hollow Emergency Room is here to tell you why that might be a better choice. Good morning. And you've brought your beautiful 5.5-year-old Ava, who's your helper, right? Mm-hmm. Hi, Ava. God, this girl is adorable. Okay, so let's talk about emergency rooms for a minute, because Ava actually does help you sometimes, right?
Yes, especially the pediatric patients.
You said she gives some of the children medicine sometimes, and it goes down a lot easier?
Yes, if she gives the children any kind of medicine, even the foul-tasting medicines, goes down like chocolate milk.
That's so sweet. Let's explain, first of all, some people avoid an independent emergency room because they're worried about in-network emergency room visits. And you've got some interesting information about that.
And they shouldn't worry about whether it's in-network or out-of-network. All the freestanding emergency rooms will be treated as in-network for medical emergencies. If a person believes they have a true medical emergency and they present themselves to a freestanding emergency room, the state legislatures of Texas have done a great job of writing rules to protect the patients, and that they've written a rule to ensure that their insurance pays benefits at an in-network rate.
So that's not really a problem. So give people a few more details about the independent freestanding emergency rooms.
Well, they're now located throughout all of our communities. They're much easier to access. It's easier to park. It's safe, and there's usually no wait. Which
is a big question. Let's talk about wait time for a minute, because sometimes in a regular emergency room, it's like, oh my gosh, I don't want to go to the emergency room because I'll be there 8 hours or whatever. How long is the wait time in some of the
I would say at all
yours?
The freestanding emergency rooms in Texas, the wait time is just a few minutes.
Generally speaking?
Generally speaking,
just
for
a few minutes.
All the freestanding emergency rooms in Texas.
That makes a huge amount of difference. What about, you don't know, though, when someone comes in, what insurance is going to pay for. That's settled after the person visits the emergency room.
Correct. Each visit is documented and sent to a coder, and that's looked at behind the scenes, and a negotiation between the billing company and the insurance company based on the merits of the visit determined.
Is there any difference in what types of injuries or sicknesses or anything like that the freestanding emergency room is going to be able to treat versus one that perhaps is in a hospital?
No, they treat the exact same. Even a hospital emergency room treats the same patients that we do. Most patients walk through the front door of a hospital-based emergency room, and all of our patients walk through the front door.
Why is the wait time so much different? Why is it so much less in one of the emergency rooms like yours?
We see our systems are more efficient. Okay. They're smaller. Just the sheer fact that you don't have to go to the second floor to get a CT scan and come back. That makes sense. All the resources are right there in the facility dedicated to you, and they're not shared with anyone else. They're not shared with the rest of the hospital. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. You can pull right up, don't have to wait. All of that sounds really, really good. And plus, you get to see Ava when you come in, right? You want to wave at the camera? That's worth going alone. Just that in itself is worth going. Thank you very much for, because I've seen a lot of these around and appreciate the information. Thank you very much. For more information, you can head over to highlandparker.com, where you'll find information on the 3 locations they have all over the DFW area.